Hello, everybody. I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome to another part of the farewell campaign here in Hearts of Iron for Kaiserreich. So I just literally, right as I was hitting, um, on the OBS to start the stream, I moved my right foot and kind of accidentally, and I'm in a wheeled chair. It slid a little bit. My right foot hits the PC tower, and the side of it just suddenly pops off. So you may have even heard a little bit of that clanging, or I don't know if I'd hit, but then I hit the live button because my hand was on the mouse too. So I don't know if there was any clanging noise that maybe got caught. So now you're gonna get to hear me try to put this back on, and if ooh, it's slightly bent. And if the stream suddenly stops, I hit the power supply button. So, I don't know how well you guys can hear me. I'll just kind of keep talking, vamping. You always gotta vamp first few minutes anyway, while people are walking in. It's like an ambiance music or something. While this boom, boom is going, Ooh. Ooh, this is a little bent. Oh, it's doing that thing. Like, I can either line it at the top or at the bottom, but not both. Unless I can... Oh, boy. Anyway, welcome back from the weekend. Made it seem like I was on a long weekend for y'all. I guess I was. It was a regular weekend, no days off. Just quite a full one. Okay. Oh, dang it. Okay. Oh, I think I did get the... Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay, I got the top right corner line. I could just leave it here, but I want to get it right. There we go. There we go. Huh. So, like, I've got the four corners all wedged in, but, like, there's, like, a bulge in the middle. I mean, if anything, it's... Yeah, just the way it curved. Alright. Well, sorry about that. I don't even know how much y'all heard it. I was down below the mic. Oh. Alright. Hello there, Miche. Yes, I commented earlier. Okay. So we have the Shapolinikov's protests here, and this is where we could retire him, but where is he? Or I think it's like he's no longer an option. So it's like the Stalin thing, right? All right. Hold on, I gotta write down. I just was remembering something. It's nothing I have to do right now. But I just need to write it down so I don't forget to do it later. Okay. Got it. We're in Central Asia. We're still pushing. Although in that always weird way that the Russian armies do if you don't like micro them in. And you know, the thing is, I know that this how long has this farewell been going? You know, I think I missed quite a bit of time during the holidays, but like, how long has this damn farewell been going? And I want to finish it up, and one of the ways I'm trying to finish it up is that I'm not micromanaging the damn Asia front. I mean, you guys have seen the Central Asia front. You guys have seen me do a million campaigns. You know what I could do with microing. You know I'm going to have to micro later when we're going to attack Germany. And it's just like, yeah, I could be more efficient about this right now, but it's ultimately not going to matter. Like, the matter of weeks difference that it makes in taking Central Asia, microing versus autoing, and like the amount of army equipment it saved, it's ultimately, I don't really think matters that particularly much. Like, we are accelerating at our infantry equipment pace. You know, I think that we're still... Really, we haven't been looking at production lately, but I believe, yeah, we're not hitting the cap on anything anytime. We're just barely hitting 1938. Episode 66 of the Farewell Graduation Campaign. Freaking... It's not a farewell, is it? Oh yeah, but episode 66, the prologue's over. You know, it's like... Oh, the okay, so the protests. I don't remember what you guys voted. This is a midday campaign. I also expect too many people, even me in the chat, to vote today. So this is okay. Farewell second session. Yeah. So you know what this is? This is politics. I'm playing the game. We've been talking about how like the chat is going like hardline communist, and I'm like trying to steer the coalition in, because like for the role play, because it's like, oh man, I am Levitsky. Hearts of Iron 4 is a role playing game, and you know, so then chat is swinging wildly into totalism, like, we're back, we said we'd be back, Lenin, we're gonna freaking cloak you in, they're gonna put Soviet scientists on a project to create cryo freezing, like what's gonna eventually happen to Han Solo in Star Wars, because they're gonna do that to Lenin's body to really freaking preserve it. And then I was like trying to steer it into the center, and then the radical socialists, you guys all swung really radical socialists, or those are the ones who showed up to vote that day, and it's just like all the way to the right, like you're saying now, Michi, like I want capitalism, and then I'm trying to go, no, we have to maintain the revolution, and we're just skidding right, we're skidding left, and it's always... I mean, that's all, wherever you are, that's all it is what politics is. It's the classic, right? Have you ever noticed when you're driving, everybody who drives faster than you is a maniac, and everyone who is slower is an idiot? Like that's crazy how that always is like that. So it's like, I am the centrism. Everybody is a centrist. Everybody is guerrilla. And so this is me pulling a little sneaky, you know, this is that episode in like the political TV show where, oh yeah, all of Congress is, out of town this weekend to celebrate Memorial Day weekend. Thank you, troops, for all you did. But then there's like a sneaky, wait a minute, we just need to get enough to get a quorum and we can push some shit through. And you know, it's a whackety schmackety it's hide and seek, but everybody's wearing a suit. And then that's what's going on right now is everybody's like, oh man, I need to, what are we going to do about these protests? Well, everybody's on vacation, so the legislature can't step in right now, so I've got to make the decision. So let me see what's come across. Let's actually take this moment to kind of reintroduce ourselves to Vladimir here, Levitsky. It's like, you know, when you rewatch a movie, you know, but it's been a while. Now your eyes are different, you know. What are you seeing now? So born February 28th, 1883. Hey, it's almost his birthday. In St. Petersburg, Governorate, Russian Empire. Oh, so he's a foreigner. He wasn't born in the Russian Socialist Federative Republic. He was born in the Russian Empire. He's from a different country. He was part of Vladimir Osipovich, so that's his father's name. Senderbaum Levitsky was part of a prominent Jewish family active in Russian socialist movements. The Senderbaums, including Vladimir and his 6 siblings, were Menshevik revolutionaries. The eldest, Yuli Senderbaum Martov, led the Menshevik faction of the RSDRP in 1903, and his sister Lydia married Fyodor Dan, another notable Menshevik. Vladimir Osipovich was a labor organizer and author of countless works of theory and agitation, a man of remarkable energy and interest in all aspects of revolutionary struggle. He was a defensist and proponent of the provisional government and opposed the October Revolution on the basis of its opposition to democracy. After the death of his brother Yuli and the disarray of the Mensheviks, Levitsky focused on gaining leniency and mercy for those Reds who had not committed other crimes, and always spoke for national healing. Later, his focus shifted to working against the anti-socialist laws from within the Radical Democratic Party. Drifting to the left as time went by, he came to develop the theory of synthesis communism, based on the lessons of the Western revolutions and the works of Veleslave Volin. In 1931, his faction took over the RDP, and the party moved swiftly to the left and was ultimately banned by Savinkov. The tumultuous 1930s radicalized many former Mensheviks, including Levitsky, who adopted tactics of revolution together with the broadest possible coalition of progressive forces. It remains to be seen if Levitsky is a man able to guide such a coalition. So that's I'm trying to steer this ship. It probably would be a lot freaking easier if I had fully committed to just communism, to just radical socialism, to just the social democrats, which like are they in or are they out? I feel like we've been boosting them and they're not real, but they're not in. Like so like they are getting all the benefits of us helping them, and we're not getting shit. They're not even part of our coalition. Hey, good morning, Jacob. But we're like in charge of this alleged majority. Like it's not even a majority. We have a straight up simple majority within the coalition, and yet we're only 12% popular. So but I mean, look, they're full-blown cooperative now. Remember, these guys were at 0 and we had to pay 100 political power? Imagine if we had that 100 political power now. Especially because I'm about to say here, I'm going to pay 50 political power. You make valid points, Alexander. Oh, yeah, we're going to read... Oh, yeah, hold on, read the whole thing that comes across my desk here. The debate around capitalism. See, I was about to do it and not even read it. And what could you have done? Nothing. You're not voting today. Not during this stream. The debate around capitalism has always been at the core of Russian Marxism. And now it has reached a boiling point in Congress. A large faction has emerged behind Alexander Shlyapnikov, who are harsh critics of our program of new Russian socialism, allowing small-scale capitalism to work for the development of Russian industry. So remember, this is we had determined earlier from what we had seen that going the Danist way, named for Fyodor Dan, the right wing stands for the broadening of revolutionary politics. So the right wing of the VST. cautious economic transition to socialism. So we had determined that the 4-year plan of the communists was good, but the new Russian socialism was better. You know, like this 10% consumer goods factor reduction here, but like, you know, just building things faster and faster. Remember, industry. We are, you know, we have made the decision as a country, we are going to modernize, and apparently we decided we were going to do it in 2 years. The 2-year plan. Serious confidence. And now what? So we're implementing new Russian socialism. It's destabilizing, though. A lot of the people in the coalition do not like this. But, you know, because it's a coalition, they didn't have full control. You know, like the dentists, there's 6 of them, so they outnumber the communists. But the socialist revolutionaries, or whatever the number was at the time. But, you know, basically, conflict. Conflict is happening. And so we got that done. We swallowed that bad stability, but now it's coming back on us. Now it's coming back on us because Alexander has a problem with it. So who's that guy? You might be saying, well, who's that bitch? I don't know. You know, we have a plan and this guy's talking to me. Well, let's find out. What does he got to say? So this is a centrist, which we claim to be. Revolutionary centrist, right? What's his deal? Born August 30th, 1885. Born as the 8th month dies. Alexander Gavrilovich Shalipnikov comes from an impoverished old believer background, used to both poverty and persecution from childhood. A worker from the age of 10, it is no surprise the labor movement attracted him. Shalipnikov spent most of his money and time on self-education and eventually party work. Shalipnikov and Kollontai's relationship began in 1908 and turned into a lifelong friendship and political alliance. Shalipnikov was on the more moderate end of the Bolsheviks during the Civil War, and greatly focused on trade union work, generally opposing the militarization of the revolution and attempts by the party to dictate over local democracy. Shalipnikov was sentenced to hard labor for high treason in 1921, but was eventually pardoned by President Makhletov in 1932, alongside many other rehabilitated Bolsheviks. So who's President Makhletov? Are you wondering that? Hey, Mr. President, are you going to sign that paper or not? You're 17 minutes into the stream and you haven't made your damn decision. That's the secretary saying, you know, and you've got that meeting, and you know who's like that poor woman, right? So he was pardoned by some president. What was that president's ideology? No time. Even though barred from holding political office, he quickly rejoined Russian labor union activities and became a prominent dissident voice against Savinkov until he fled the country. With Workers' Russia restored, Shalipnikov stands as a defender of workers' self-management against overreach by the state or the party. So that's this person who's coming up to us and saying, I got a problem with what's going on right now. So so a faction has emerged behind this guy, who are harsh critics of our program allowing small-scale capitalism to work for the development of Russian industry. The opposition, this man, argues that Russia already has sufficient industrial base to transfer into an entirely socially managed production with economic planning. And while these kinds of half measures might have been needed in the 1920s, they are not relevant in today's Russia. Instead, they are like an anchor that the new revolutionary republic is dragging on her back, slowing down her journey towards true communism. So he's, in essence, he is saying, I understand I understand. He's saying, so now, like, let's really think. Let's. I'm going to talk this out with myself. You see, this is the joy of streaming. You get to hear me reason this out while you bang on your monitor screens like it's Interstellar and you're Matthew McConaughey going, no. Excuse me. So he's saying, I get it. You want a little bit of capitalism just to help the medicine go down. But no, we're ready. We're on. Are we on the Great Modernization Program or not? 2 years. That's it. He is arguing on behalf of the whole All Russian Union of Labor, saying we said we could do this in 2 years, and then we're talking about he's like, and then he's and then we say, but we need a little transition period. Are we doing this in 2 years or not? So if we do that, we will have to pay 50 political power, and the communists aren't going to like that, which, I mean, because remember, the communists are against the Danist program right now, which is the right-wing program. And then we say this is for the good of all Russia, whether you like it or not. That's going to piss people off. Wait a minute. The Danist... Hold on. That's true, though. That's true. Wait, so you make valid points, Alexander. I think this is a mistake, actually. Shouldn't that mean that the relations with the Danists should be reduced because it's their economic program which we are changing? He can coup us, don't agree, watch him. Well, I don't know that. This is a blind playthrough. And you're saying he can? Do you know how? Or do you just know that it's possible? Guess what? Everybody, anywhere, at any time can go be plotting a coup. Anyway, that's... What is trust? I'm kidding, IDK. Yeah, oh yeah. We're backpedaling now, and I hope I'm not trying to rag you, Micha. I watched I don't know. I'm in a certain mind space right now because I decided to throw on Scent of a Woman, which I haven't seen in years, since like high school. And what a movie. But I had already told you guys I was going to be here at noon Eastern Standard Time, so I stopped it, but I stopped it right where the end of the first day, where they go to sleep at the hotel, and then they wake up in the morning and he's getting the suit. But what a... God, that movie's incredible. Just a great movie. So Pacino, he's so strong. I completely forgot Philip Seymour Hoffman is in that movie, and he's like kind of important. All right. Mr. President, it's been 22 minutes! Are you gonna sign the damn paper or not? Okay. So I think that this is a mistake. This should say relations with Danis minus... one. Internationalists will be less united, retires him, and the communists will hate it anyway. You see, oh yeah, so this is clearly... Damn, somebody needs to let the Kaiserreich team know. I guess maybe I'll try to remember to post it in the Discord later, but... yeah, that should say relations with communists -1. But I gotta focus on the stream today. Say bye to him? No. They're bashing out the door, which is locked and blocked by a tear. I'm gonna say, despite the error, because you know what? This is gonna maybe... I hope this triggers somebody to get on the Kaiserreich Discord and point this out, because I've got to stream for a little bit longer here, so I want to be focusing on my chatters. I'm going to take this even though it's a penalty because it's pulled. No, Tyler, I said, where have you been? Everybody's on vacation. This is a behind doors meeting. Why would this go to a vote? I'm not appointing a health minister here. I'm not, determining who's in charge of culture. This is literally a behind doors. I mean, the opposition is arguing publicly, but it's me and Alexander. We're sitting on our couches in the office, and he's saying, I'm making an argument to you. Does this need to be on film, this discussion? You're not in the room when it happens. So I'm going to say, you know what? You make valid behavior, and look, you see, I've angered all the I still have angered all the communists in the chat. I'm gonna say, which is ironic because it's like a pro-communist plan. So yeah, I'm gonna say you make valid points, Alexander. Minus 50 political power hurts our relations with the communists. They're down to 2, but you know what? Coalition unity. That's what Levitsky's doing right here. You're all gonna love each other whether you like it or not. The pen is the vote. Yeah. Yeah. You see, you know what we're all learning here today? What we already knew, that the pen is mightier than the sword. So who holds the pen? The Circle of St. George. Through the... You see, I thought St. George, geez, Pavlovian response. Like, oh, I need to be looking at England right now. Though the... What is this track on Suzerain? Downfall. Uh-oh. Isn't it peaceful, though? Quiet. Pretzels and beer. Nice. Though the old Christmas purges of 1929 were directed chiefly at clandestine supporters of Savinkov and the radical left within the Russian army, the most vocal among the reactionary right weren't spared either. General Mikhail Diterex earned a reputation during the... I can't find this accent, it's fine. Earned a reputation during the Russian Civil War, not only as an able general, but also as a die-hard absolutionist and a zealot against the godless revolution. When the time came to rid the Russian army of threats to the Republic, it came as little surprise that Diterex was drummed out. He took his forced retirement poorly. The years since have seen Diterex reinvent himself into a prolific author, darling among Russia's dissatisfied monarchists. The former generals... What's with the faces? The emoji faces, the shock or whatever. The former generals' books have not only railed against Russia's atheistic democracy, but likewise condemned Savinkov as a vampiric puppet of Poles and Freemasons. His cabal of supporters calls themselves the Circle of St. George, champion for the cause of the pretender, Nikita Alexandrovich Romanov, considered to be a proper Tsar, rather than the line of Kirill, who had once marched in 1917 with a red cockade. What has become readily apparent is that the Diterex was hardly just leading a book club. It seems the circle has contacts with many dissatisfied soldiers, chief among them the Cossack Ataman Grigory Semyonov, who chose in exile with Harbin in 1922 and is now essentially a mercenary warlord in cooperation with Zheng Zhulong. Have the security keep them in closer eye. They can do anything. They're gonna find a king. Yeah. Yeah. Look, we weakened the communists, and what happens? What happens? The goddamn Circle of St. George be plotting. Motherfuckers in tweed suits. Oh no, I'm sorry, not tweed suits. They're not those kinds of dandies. Oh yes, I did spend a little time in the 16th Fusiliers doing a tour as a water purifier in Afghanistan. We simply must do something about these Reds. Oh no, we won't cooperate with the Kirill branch of the family. He's practically a communist. Wore cockade in the street. That's what they're plotting. That's why they're plotting out there while we're trying to figure out how to modernize the Russian people in the next 568 days. And y'all screaming about, but we need a vote. That's what I'm dealing with. You're doing Soviets. I'm doing we are the Russian Socialist Federative Republic. And I am Vladimir Levitsky. That's what we are doing. All right. All right, good. The new artillery's ready to go. Now we could go for the F-22. You know, God love the artillery, and it'll help push us on the land warfare stuff too. Let's check in on that. You see, gosh, there's so much to juggle. Wait, it's a new report. You know, yeah. Like, I mean, look what me as the president I'm having to deal with. I'm going down to the land warfare facility, and like I'm talking to Nikolai Dukov here, and I'm telling him, so what's the progress? And he's gonna say, I sent you a report. And can you sum it up for me? Well, what does it say? And God, think of Nikolai as just, you know, this guy, he's looking good. What is it? Is this wool? That's a nice suit. I mean, of course it would be wool. It's Russia, right? And he's dressed up. Look, he put a tie clip on me. He's meeting the president. And for me, and he's like, okay, well, we are 21% there. We're going to be, I sent you that report 2 days ago, Mr. President. Look, the point is, there's a lot of good stuff for your army, plus 50 for your army, 25% breakthrough progress on land warfare, on military engineering vehicles. So, you know, this is what he's saying. This freaking, remember, this is all about the tanks. This is all about the tanks. We're trying to take these FT-17 derivatives and turn them into something fucking useful. You know, look at it. Made during the last stage of the Civil War by the Germans selling their captured French tanks to the whites. We're using French tanks right now. Are you kidding me? You're turning to you're expecting me, the fucking president, to turn to Mikhail Tukhachevsky. He's presenting me this tank plan, this armored warfare breakthrough plan, so we can stop bleeding so much during the war and get our ass to Berlin in a hurry. And I'm like, well, I got to turn to him and say, hey, I got some copied FT-17 French tanks for you to do with that. Can you make that happen? What is Tukhachevsky supposed to do with that? You know, so we've got to make at least some sort of basic medium tank chassis. I mean, look at this 2 service manpower. Wow, it takes 2 guys to drive this thing. But here we're like, okay, I want a multi-turreted. Oh yeah, medium 6 design multi-turreted, constant issues of reliability and overall over-engineering. They went through many variations, shadowing the BT-20 series. Due to a more detailed development, the T-111 still has the foundational problems of early medium tanks, but it can go toe-to-toe with any equivalent German tank. So Nikolai is over here saying to me, look, you're making these tanks, they're good, they're not great. They get the job done. But I want to talk with you about something else. What about tanks for all of our supports? Because, guys, this is all interconnected. It's all interconnected because, look, we've got tank drivers here. There's 7,600 men in this division, right? We're eventually going to have a maintenance company in here. That is an additional 500 men. We're putting 500, mechanics in here. And this guy, our freaking Nikolai Dukov here, who already laid this down in the report I sent you 2 days ago, Mr. President. He's telling me, look, I'm working on something here. We're gonna build better military engineering vehicles that your mechanics can ride in. So, remember, we're gonna have mechanized recon, mechanized mechanics. So we're gonna be able to put 500 more men inside of tanks here. And that's gonna, it's just, I mean, that's why he's in here. That's why he's working here, in Samara. Got him in Samara while I'm out in Moscow, right? This guy, I mean, he's a bright, gifted engineer, and he's serving Russia well. All right. See, look at these things they've gotten us. We're gonna be able. We can construct the Trans-Siberian Railway in 242 days now if we want it. Or I mean, we've already done that because of that we can construct everything better. Anyway, yeah, Armored Engineer Company. We're gonna get this for free. If I'm understanding this correctly, we're gonna get this for free later because we're investing in that scientist. Okay. I'm just trying to decide what I want to research next year. We are in 1938. Computing machines. Oh, the 260 hertz, but we've got to offset because we've got that damn flight of German capital still hurting us. When's that going to go away? Next month, February 17th. Okay. Help the Italians. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a war on. You see why I'm just like, do you see why I'm just telling these guys down here like I need to assign a general here. Okay, just somebody. Boris Shabinkov, you're skilled, right? Actually, he's perfect. Max general size +3. You get this shit in order. And he goes, well, there's still too many of us here. Okay, fine. I'm taking these guys. The Ultimate Gvaden Udnar Division RGK. I don't know about all that. Did you see the TNA up to India? At least they did something. Yeah. That's like, what a great review. Well, something's different now. Okay. Congratulations. You are now the president, not Praetorian. Nobody said Praetorian. The presidential guard. I'm taking these guys here because they are seasoned. They got a +50 modifier in combat. Congratulations, you guys have been pulled off the Central Asian front because this makes sense, right? They've proven themselves to be the best division in here under this colonel. This colonel who's been fighting without a general, so he's got like local jurisdiction and he's just been doing whatever. What is he doing right now? Oh, it looks like he was taking a break off the front and was about to move back to the front. No, we're not going to do that. No, Mr. Colonel Romanov. I want you right next to me. Where's this movie? Is all I'm saying. Re-education. God damn, we're still in a civilian economy. So much to be done. So much to be done. We're all the way to January 11th, January 12th. I need to get some water. I'll be right back. I was really going for a minute there. All right, I'm back. So where's the music? There it is. That was funny. You caught it right on the pause. Yeah, just it's like my eyes whipped to the corner. There's a live band playing this. Y'all taking a break or something? It's just back to work. Whoosh. All right. That's actually like, you know what was just real quick. I haven't watched the show in like 2 years or no wait. When was the last season? I think I told y'all I had quit watching House of the Dragon probably like halfway through season 2. It had just become such bullshit, but man, there really were. I felt the signs were there that it could be something better, and like an example of that was there was a scene, and I'm gonna spoil because I don't give a shit, and nor should you. And I mean, anyway. Oh no, you know the plot. You know the plot of like an hours, or like you hear something about an hours and hours and hours long show. They adapted it wrong. It's the adaptation. It was all sorts of bullshit. But there was a scene. I mean, because like you can adapt it differently without making it wrong. You know what I mean? But there was a scene when the central feud, they had it be as it should be between Rhaenyra. And I'm having to actually really think of their names because like I just don't fucking care. So it's the Hightower woman. And God knows I'm a scholar of this shit, and I'm like I can't even bother to recall her name right now. But the stepmother, the evil stepmother, right? And Alicent, yeah. So you know they're having a fight or whatever, and Rhaenyra's off under her tree reading her book, and she's got the bard there playing music and the song, and it's like it's a diegetic way of having music. It's a nice little thing, but then the Queen Alicent wants to dismiss the bard. Please, I want him to leave so we can have a private discussion, and she makes the bard stay because it's like, no, I'm not going to have a private conversation with you. And you see, then the bard like flexes his fingers. He's grimacing, and you just know he's been out there for probably an hour. Well, who knows? It doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but it's like he's got to be out there as long as she says. And he was feeling discomfort and pain because of the actions of these two royals having like a personal feud, and that is, I think, that gets to the essence of what I felt Martin was trying to say. Now you can make, I don't know. There's so many. I mean, it's a great word. Fire and Blood's really damn good. Which adds to the frustration. It's Eel stepmother. What is this? Snow White? Yeah. Speaking of old fairy tales, I saw this. So like I've been saying, I've been watching a ton of movies, like too many bangers in a row, and so I've been. So that's why I want to take a break from movies after this month. But like I saw this little 12-minute Romanian animated thing. Shabinkov got sick. Dude, what? I just sent you out there and you're sick? You're sick? You organizer, skilled stat for, you know what? I get what you're saying, buddy. I need him. I get it. You need to be surrounded by some of the best staff. This leader is able to organize and manage a large number of units. I gotcha. Loud and fucking clear, Mr. Armchair. This guy's getting carried by his staff, and he gets a little fucking sick whenever he goes to the front line. All right, Boris. Let me give you the fucking... Do I have my other field marshal? Oh, man. Do I have to promote this bum? No. I've got plenty of other field marshals where they come. So tell you what, Boris. Where are you, Boris? I'll tell you what, Mr. Veteran of the Red Army. He fought bitterly against white reaction. His loyalty to socialist ideals led him to serve the International, perhaps hoping for the slightest chance of seeing a revolution in their motherland. The desperate struggle must not be in vain. I'm the president, yeah. All right. Boris, perhaps I've been treating you harshly. You're damn good field marshal. You're better than Sablin. He's young and hungry. Oh, he gets negative, but he's politically connected. That's the only reason he's here. Yeah, I'm calling Tukhachevsky. Get out of here. This doesn't concern you. Tukhachevsky is a superior officer, actually. Yeah, so Tukhachevsky, he's trying to get us the freak out of this war. All right, Tukhachevsky, you and me, we gotta talk. We gotta have a conversation. Hey, chat, enjoy your vacation. I'm gonna have a conversation here with Tukhachevsky. What are we gonna do with Boris here? So the argument is this guy's a vet of the Red Army, which he's good. He's a general for a reason. We got a lot of people out here who are worse than him. But we maybe also didn't think too hard about grabbing him. I think what we need to do, tell you what, Boris, if we need like maybe a 3rd, 4th, 5th field marshal, I'll think about calling you. Enjoy your pension. Thank you for your service. Your staff sure does wonderful work. What we got to do here is, I think this is a perfect opportunity to be getting some of our future field marshals. They need to cut their teeth a little bit. So Froon's our cavalry leader, field marshal, our war hero, our veteran who's politically connected, but he's charismatic. There's a lot of pros, a lot of cons here. I want you to show me what you're made of, Mikhail, out there. Oh, and he's not active when commanding an army. He doesn't get the charismatic or offensive doctrines. He's just a leader. Froon's, though, we're only putting him in charge of 6 divisions. He's just a little hero. All right, Boris, you're sick. You got the sniffles. All right, whatever, dude. Old Guard. Ugh. Old Guard is worse than politically connected. These guys are both organizers. I mean, organizer is really good here in this particular situation. But all right, Sablin, I want you to show me what you got, Mr. Politically Connected. And next man's up, apparently Vasilsky, a Republican officer, loyal to republicanism, not democracy. He's an armor officer. I like that. Salivating at the thought. Brilliant strategist, army officer, Republican officer, organizer. You know, this war in Central Asia is not even about Central Asia. It's about getting ready for the future. And Boris, he's a veteran of the Red Army. But Alexander is also a brilliant strategist. This is a man, I think, that can be swayed. Damn, his skill is noticeably worse. Oh, I will say, just needs to cut his teeth a little. Yeah. Want to see Rhaenyra get fed to Sunfire? Now that ain't gonna happen. What, is something leaked on the writing? I don't know. I'm not even following that shit. What was the last episode I saw? The last episode of House of Dragon, it was... I just remember, I hit a point, I was watching the episode, and I knew I wasn't going to watch anymore. But I was like, let me just finish the episode out. I'm sitting here anyway. And then you had the scene with Rhaenyra and the worm, Miss French Jamaican accent. They just started making out. And that's when I stood up off my couch. There. Okay. Might be time. I feel like... Oh, mounted infantry breakthrough plus 20%? Nice. Wait a second. Let me be really clear. What is Tukhachevsky? Are we going to have him be our theorist? He's our armor expert. Okay. Black Alpalats. French. Mikhail Tutakov will become a general. Oh. So he's... So you know what? Yeah, Tukhachevsky, January 20th, I had a meeting with him. I had a meeting with him, and we decided. And he's like, "Look, we need to get some new generals down there in the Chiba region, but I got this kid. I got this kid in the academy right now, Mikhail Karatukov. This guy is gonna be the future. He's so you know what? That just makes me feel much better because I'm definitely gonna come down here and grab this at some point once I have more political power available in the spare time, you know. So that'll be good. But also, I'm checking here. So this is all land reduction, land doctrine. So so I think so it's a Mr. President. Pick whatever you want. I'll make it work. I don't know if do we want to take this time to really land doctrine. I'm not seeing any buffs for specifically land doctrine stuff. Air experience balance. Our address the army. Faith in the army. I mean, but it's not showing me the other doctrine stuff. Here we go. Army. Roads of courage, logistics. I'm not seeing anything that's specifying like superior, you know, mass assault or something. Rehabilitate. Grand battle plan. Charter of Russian totalism. We have Grigory Zinoviev. We're not there. Okay. Okay. I think land doctrine, we're going to continue to just sit on this army experience. There's really, I mean, but you know, we're in the middle of a war right now. Yeah. I can feel Tukhachevsky. He's twisting my arm. He's going, God damn it. This is why we study. This is what it's for. Oh, the cost has increased because we don't have officers right now. That's the thing. Shit, business is gonna have to suffer. Yeah, sorry. We're not gonna I'm sorry, Tukhachevsky, but I'm not about to base our entire doctrine of how we're going to defeat the goddamn industrial and military powerhouse that is the German Empire, a World War II era Germany, except they didn't have to deal with the losing World War I, so they're stronger. We're not gonna. I mean, they still were hurt about World War I. You know, there's that legacy of the Weltkrieg they have, but like, I'm not about to base our doctrine on how to beat that based on how we freaking are fighting the Andijan Turkestan Russian Republic that has 11 factories to its name. Wait, yeah, it's like we need to build up the officers, Tuka. Come on. We're dismissing that. And the officer corps speaking. Okay, you know what? Spirit Division Command. What kind of officers do we want? Entrenchment, flexible, aggressive, intelligence gained from combat. If you want to know what the other side is up to, go over there and ask them directly. I think aggressive reconnaissance, intelligence gained by combat. Yeah, I think that perfectly fits with everything we were just saying. Boost support in Germany. What? This is why the president's got to sign all this stuff right now. Aggressive reconnaissance. There we go. That's the best I could do for you, Tuka. That's all I got for you right now. Yuri Stablin's in charge. He is politically conducted. Advisor cannot be dismissed. Man, he's giving Slav army experience daily. He may not be great right now, but he ain't bad either. Let's see here. Okay. Army. Hold on a second. I gotta check something outside. Okay. Quick little intermission. Okay, so we are wanting to use this 100%. Look at this, like, imagine, okay, 64 days from now, in 2 months, we're gonna have the 1938 model done. We're then gonna only be a year away from the T-34. This is like, we're not even gonna build these. You know, we're probably not. I mean, we might make a couple just so I can shift over the. In fact, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna immediately move our tank factories over to building something here if I can. But like those tanks, who gives a shit? It's the T-34. This is what we will place our trust in. And yeah, if we got to get to the T-44, well, let's not talk about that. Maximum land fort level. No. Not holding on to anything. Improved radio. Helps with aerodynamics and avionics. We have no air facility. I don't think I want to bother with that. I think the Air Force is going to have to suffer. We're going to go with numbers in the air. I'm just 136 days. You know what? Sometimes there's just stuff you gotta do. I mean, we're getting a buff there. Might as well use it. That real quick. What's this? The main problem with House of Dragons is too stretched out, much like the Hobbit trilogy. It only takes like a third of Fire and Blood, yet they want to make like 6 seasons. Yeah. Alexander Nevsky. The release by Nevsky, it follows the... I mean, this is about that Battle of the Ice thing. To say... Okay, so to say that the... For those of you who don't know, this was basically a movie, which was about when the Teutonic Order fought Russia, or Novgorod specifically. It's pretty famous if you know Russian history. It's there. Look up the Battle of the Ice. That's a classic Russian. In fact, it's no copyright. I'm gonna do no copy. I mean, I'm pretty sure this will be copyright. I mean, but like by Prokofiev. Oh, nice. Is there a? Is this like a non? Here we go. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. Battle of the Ice. You may have heard this before and you didn't know it. Ten more seconds. Yeah, Prokofiev. Got to see him live. Him played live recently. So you think? Yeah, it's look at Battle of the Ice and whoops, wrong button. Look at Battle of the Ice and give the whole thing a listen. It might spring to mind. If not, oh no, you just listen to some epic music. So anyway, to say the film was unsubtle in its allegories is perhaps putting it too lightly. Nevertheless, the image of the stall-helmed Teutonic Knights being driven from Russian lands has electrified domestic audiences. This is not to say the film lacks artistic merits. Sergei Prokofiev's stirring score has received widespread acclaim, as had Pudovnovin's own distinctive cinematographic style. Though the sweeping shots of the Battle of the Ice are most often plastered on posters, much of the film is an introspective character study of Alexander Nevsky himself, whose private hopes, doubts, and frequent soliloquies drive much of the plot. You know, the kind of guy you could say, he's just like me, for real. I mean, the Russians they love a character study, and I think that movie is, yep, I just looked it up. It's free, it's a Moss film. Little under 2 hours. Yeah. If you're into it, go for it. So Nevsky was a hero, and that's going to increase war support by 1%. I really should just hire a Naval Academy guy just to be done with this. Academy scholarships. Give the right people the chance to shine. Yeah, sure. Latvian state visit. Oh! Latvia, remember that country everybody was telling me to invade? Well, a delegation has arrived from Latvia, headed by President Kurlius. A state dinner has been arranged with leaders vowing to deepen mutual cooperation, and we just got 20 political power. We just got 20 political power when you fools wanted me to spend 10 political power so I could get... What is this? 3 factories. You know what I'm going to do with that 20? You know what I'm going to do with that 20? I'm going to take that 20. I'm going to put it towards, you know, investing over here somewhere. I can now tap into Arctic ore deposits once I also know excavation 3. And that's going to give us chromium, which is going to pay for the heavy tanks that run on chromium. Did y'all forget that? And we're also going to get steel and mermanx. But please tell me more about how I should have invaded Latvia. I wouldn't have even gotten Riga. That's the good part. That's where Mikhail Tal comes from. So we'd have a future chess champ. Under Russia. Latvia. Didn't Latvia get its first ever, you know, speaking of films, didn't Latvia just like get its first ever like Oscar nomination or something? Which, I mean, that's gotta be a big deal for them. Was the Oscars this last weekend? Yeah, isn't it always like the last weekend in February? I don't know. They have some support from the same ideology as us. Do they? I don't know, but yeah, so it's basically, I mean, if you want to get cynical about it, you could also say it's like, I mean, that's not literally what happened, but it's how we're going to use it. Can you imagine if he was like, look, I'm going to pay you, I'm going to pay the money for you to, you know, get your chromium deposits, and just don't kill me. So, yeah, I'm going to be tapping the Arctic. Thank you, Latvia. That's what that's bookmarked for now, from We Have It. Oh, by the way, somebody was asking me about the Suzerain DLC. I have not played it. Obviously, I want to eventually, but just not right now. And look at that. We got some civilian factories opening up, and civilian factories begat more. Where? Yeah, up here. Petrograd. Go, go, go. So we've got 3 lines happening at once now. Do it this way. Petrograd, I want more. So now this is going to be done March 12th. This one's going to be done April 11th. It's going to be 2 more. We're going to be 100 by April. And once we've done that, we can come down here and develop the Academy of Sciences. We're going to get this Academy of Sciences open before the end of the year. See what happens when you plan? Do a faction with them. Mechanic Academy to fill the mech ranks. An hour in, and look at all we've done. You're like, ah, we're just barely in February. No, no, no. Look what all we've done and what we continue to do. Still building these, like, cruisers out here. This cruiser is going to be, oh my gosh, it's going to take 4 years to build this thing. Am I not building any convoys? Yeah, I'm going to tell this guy, you know, I'm deleting all this. Hey. This is not... Yeah, look at all these holes. Nobody's even working on these things. I'm saying no, no, no. This destroyer's halfway there. No way. Look, the cruisers... Look, I'm sorry. This is unacceptable. You're going to tell me it's going to take 4 years? 4 years to finish this cruiser hull? Levitsky's just like yelling at this guy. It's like, you're going to take this one dockyard that long? 1942... We need to be on, like, you know, we need to be in Minsk in 1942. You know? We're building convoys. It's going to lose. You're like, this is over a year of work. It's like, no, you have wasted over a year of work. And I will not continue to do that. And look, at least here in a month, we're going to build a boat. So, you know, yeah, I'm not waiting for 4 years to get a cruiser that's going to get sunk in the first 10 minutes of the war. When in a month from now, I can have a boat I can actually use. All right. We got some unused wing bases here. Yeah, it stinks, but like they don't. I mean, some of these guys can kind of get over here. But the close air support, but no, not really. There's just, yeah, we couldn't lend any help out there. That's too bad. Okay, get those trained. I want you and you. Let's have you come over here and just fly shit. We still have things not being used. With these and these. Let's get up there somewhere. Who else is not doing anything? What? Oh, out here. Okay, wait, no. I want you guys come down here. Put yourself like there. Who else is not doing anything? You and you. Train. No. Hold on. I'm just trying to get all these filled. If I get them all in the air now, I won't really need. I can just worry about adjusting them later. Okay, and we just finished that focus. Very good. The Academy of Epalouts again. I don't quite want it yet. Here we go. It's time to rehabilitate. This will give us army experience. What's war support? Command power gains gonna go up. End factionalism. Choose one of the opponent. Lewandowski. Oh, cool. We'll get to appoint somebody here. Military Marxism, revolutionary commissars. This will be good for the yeah, more political power. We got to start digging ourselves out of this hole. How long will this detour take? A little over 3 months. Yeah, it's time. It's time. We have to begin rehabilitation. The Red Army is not a tragedy. It was a good attempt that did not go gently into the night. While some of the establishment officers dislike the Red Emigres, it is unquestionable that we need their conviction and expertise if we are to win the final war. All right. We have a free dockyard. Oh, put it in here. Another on convoy. Great. Now we're gonna have something done in 2 weeks. Oh wait. No, we're gonna get some shit. Yeah, it's like actually, Mr. President, February 16th, 9 days from now, not even 10 days, we're gonna get a convoy out. Now we're gonna actually go to work instead of building that damn cruiser. Okay. Who is still not doing anything? Damn. Oh yeah, port strike, naval strike. Still got MFs out here. Still got guys trying to skate uphill. Alright. I still have planes not doing anything. Alright. Well, it has been okay. Opposition from the faithful. I think this is okay. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna stop, and then I'm gonna stream tonight. So I'm gonna stream again in roughly like 11 hours. Wait. The fuck was that? Sorry, just saw something. Okay. We're gonna do Opposition to the Faithful, and I'm gonna stream again tonight, probably at it would be really late, like 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna see, but I'm just gonna kind of compare it to the audience we get these days, like on a Tuesday morning, because there was some chat going, which was good. So we'll compare that to the middle of the night. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games. You have yourselves great. Wait, no, wait. Let's do this real quick. Opposition from the Faithful. So it's no surprise that the Russian Orthodox Church remains a stronghold of reaction. While the Patriarch has maintained an official truce with temporal authorities, he has never condemned anti-socialist activities by his followers, especially in rural regions. The clergy holds much sway over the hearts and minds of the people, and they have made every attempt to delegitimize our government. Our scientific socialism is called Satan's belief, whose prophets are Darwin and Lenin. It would be harmless talk if it didn't actually embolden non-compliance and resistance in the countryside. We could pressure the Patriarch to act, which will help us with the Social Democrats, or we could say imprison non-conformist priests, which will continue to make the anti-socialist resistance even worse. Jeez, is there ever a way we can fix it? I want to, okay, expansion of the this political administration, invite Sverdlov. We could bring in the communists and we could just start jailing people who won't shut the fuck up. We got rebuild liberated lands. That's okay. Oh my god! Weekly stability, war support, construction speed for a year. Oh, they're gonna get that, not us. That helps us. Coordination. Union of Socialist Labor Republics. Oh, we'll get a name change way down here. You have to do that. Have to do what? Encourage collectivism. Makes it worse. So this makes it better. Municipalization will make it better. Social solidarity. Permanently increase stability. Allows us to avoid the social democrats and social liberals in. Eradication of disease. Healthcare for all. So we'll get an effect called enacting healthcare, and then we'll stink for it'll suck for a year, and then we'll be better. Comrades of villages. The relations with the PSR have to be over 8 to do that. The PSR, the Bolsheviks. This makes syndicalism and totalism more popular, but it doesn't necessarily. Yeah, that anti-socialist resistance is brutal. So we got one. I'm looking for the stuff that makes it better. One thing that makes it better. 2, 3. 4. So we can get like a plus 20 from where we're at now, and we're currently at minus 25. Pressure the Patriarch to act would cost 65 political power, but boost us with the Social Democrats. It's basically, do you want to pay 65 political power to not take another 5% hit on stability? And I think I am going to have to do that. I mean, it's compared to, I mean, I'm trying to, political actions. Yeah, I don't have available improve workers things right now. I think we have to pressure him. So we're going to pressure him. We're saying, I'm not going to tell you to do anything you don't want to do, but stop shit. Anyway, so just pressure. And we're back to minus 59 again. Damn, this is so fucking hard. Freaking hard mode activated. Okay, that's gonna be it. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll hopefully see you guys later tonight, or what's really maybe early tomorrow morning. Good night.